And now we are underway. Sorry, we had a little delay because I forgot to hit go live on YouTube, but we are up and running, so we'll just catch you up on what has been going on. We do have the game recorded, so if you're watching this on the replay, you are already up to speed, but here's a chance for Newtown to try and extend the early 1-0 lead that they've got, but Nate Schultzke will grab that ball. It pops away from him, but Brody LeBourne has it. The alternate captain will power into the offensive zone. Slips a little bit, and that is a result partly, of course, of this turf not being down again. There's a high school graduation this afternoon or earlier in the week, and they decided to leave the turf up. There's a hard shot on the run from Rio Johnson. That's turned aside by the starting goaltender for the Newtown Golden Eagles, who is Craig Seneca tonight. And we already have a player down. This Rio Johnson has gone into the corner. You will see he will get up a little slowly, bit gingerly as he heads to the bench. Now he's trotting. He's looking fine. Wearing that Syracuse Spark helmet. The Sparkle Muffins, or Spark as they were called, part of the PBLA/PBL last year, which was a pretty fun little startup that just didn't quite manage to last. Here come the Golden Eagles into the offensive zone. Their first goal scored by Kane Kettle. They're looking for another one, a hard outside rip. That one taken from downtown by Jordan Brennan. It's turned aside by Davy Jones between the pipes for the Onondaga Redhawks. Ball's handed off there. Was Matt Noble staying up for an offensive shift wearing the number 10. He'll cut through the middle as a drive to the net from the outside. And that shot taken by Liam Ferris was turned aside by Craig Seneca. And the Golden Eagles get it back. Ball loose on the floor, and LeBourne will take it once again. He was another Sparkle Muffin. No, wait. I think Brody played for the Jim Thorpe All-Americans, did he not? It's hard to remember all the rosters from all the teams, but definitely a standout in that league as well. So big and strong. And here is Onondaga into the offensive zone, and pretty solid defense coming there from Jonah Mohawk, but it will not stop the Redhawks from getting their first goal of the game. You'll see from way outside, this one just bounces right past. That is just a heck of a rip from Matt Bennett from downtown. I'm Stephen Stamp. Thanks so much for being with us, lacrosse friends. Glad to have you along for the ride. We've got Winter Porter on the camera tonight. And we're really excited to be here with the throwback retro blue jerseys for Onondaga. They were pretty stoked to be wearing these. There's Tim Zimmel. He will hand it off. Mitch Laffin moved it on quickly. He's come to the near side. Here's Creek Cathers. Thinking shot that pass, though, doesn't get through. That one's caught. Here's a breakaway chance for Lucas Beaver. He is tearing down. He is stopped by Davy Jones. Goes through the crease. And we'll go back the other way. Not sure if I mentioned the officials before or after we went live, so I will let you know it's Herbie John is up high around center, and Spencer Tangway is the low official at the moment. Taking their time moving forward, Kobe Jimerson. Newtown up 1-0, or sorry, it's 1-1, of course, with that last goal. Newtown a little shy on runners. They've got about 13 guys out, so they're going to have players playing a lot of two-way lacrosse, just staying up rather than just racing off. Almost grabbed by LeBourne there. We're going to have an illegal pick to the left of the screen. And up the floor, Emerson Shenandoah looking for the outlet pass. It will come to him. He steps out, shoots around. That one's wide. And it's going to go and get picked up there by Matt Bennett, the goal scorer for the Redhawks, who will hand it off. And they will settle things as they gradually get the full offensive complement. The fifth attacker coming in is Rio Johnson. Number 7, good to see him back on the floor after being a little shaken up. Johnson has it now, fires. That one's off the mark. Almost snagged, and now it is by Bennett. Bennett's shot gets away from him. Off the top of the glass, but not into the mesh. The play continues, and it will be thrown forward, or run forward now, by Joseph Laforme. Really pleased to be here on Blue Squatch. Shot from the outside from Beaver. That's off, but it comes straight out to Laforme. Nice pass to find the man in the middle, but he was absolutely buried. A great slide by Brody LeBourne, and he puts Brendan White right on his posterior. Onondaga into the offensive zone. Blaze White backpedaling. Here's Cathers. The captain flings one far side. Nice catch, getting a shot off, but just stepping into the crease. And they'll go the other way. Trevor Hill just tiptoeing onto the crease line. Newtown had it up top. Pass in the middle, nicely done to get it through, and then they get the rebound. That was a good trail check there. That was Shenandoah with the check to knock it free, but it did go straight to a Golden Eagle. They got the shot, but Davy Jones is equal to it. There's Nate Schultzke on his offside. Takes a shot. Probably not a lot of space there with Seneca right on his post and the big wooden stick between the legs, taking away the 5-hole. Onondaga with some pressure, they'll get it back. Driving to the net. Oh, the ball pops out of the stick there of Declan Ferris. It's going to roll all the way up to Lucas Beaver. He'll step over center. Little hidden ball trick. Not really committing to it. Here's an outside shot. Davy Jones stops that. Immediately grabbing the rebound is Mitch Laffin. He's got some double team pressure and he slips again. The Onondaga player is very used to playing on the carpet. Lucas Beaver with the pickoff on the forecheck. Gets the pass across, and we'll see what Jonah Mohawk can do with it here. Another hard rip from the outside. That didn't get through. It's picked up by Shenandoah. Immediate forecheck pressure there from Emerson Stevens, but Shenandoah runs through it. He's got a lane to the net. Twister scores. That is a beauty. Great play by Emerson Shenandoah. You can see he just takes off here, withstands the wrap check attempt, and just turns on the afterburners. Goes Twister and flips that one home. Great play to put the Redhawks up 2-1. I swear that looks like a 5 on the camera, but it's 2-1 for sure. And it says 2-1 on the scoreboard. And Zimmel comes away with it. In the offensive zone, Onondaga is still looking for something. Rio Johnson to his offside, thought about passing across, down to 8 on the shot clock. Johnson still with it. Sidearm pass, great pass, but Craig Seneca is there to stop that Blaze White shot. Lovely pass through, and White gets a pretty good shot off, but Seneca was ready, and Newtown up into the offensive zone through the stick of Heron Snow. Hard rip from the outside, and that one's going to spin in, and that's a tough one for Davy Jones. You can see that Brendan White just lets it fly. There he gets the ball. Not a whole lot of fancy, just blasts it. Davy Jones spins around just a little bit too late. You can see Jones, there'll just be a moment where he doesn't realize the ball has gotten by him. Then he spins, and it's just a bit too late. Dan Rogers up for the draw for Onondaga. He's facing Emerson Stevens, and the Redhawks come away with it. Driving to the net was Mitch Laffin. He has turned aside, though, and will have to give it off. Here's Matt Bennett. Liam Ferris-Swanson, he's got it. Takes a sidearm shot. That one got away from Craig Seneca for a moment, but he was able to corral it. Nice little outlet fake, and off to the races. Lucas Beaver using the wheels. There's the give. I think he was hoping for a go on that one, but he actually bobbled out of the stick of Joseph Laforme. There's the Gnu Printup handing that one off, and then he'll go and set a little bit of a bee sting pick, try and open it up. They shoot near side. That one's going to go just a little wide. I think we have a bit of a late entrant here, number 1 for Newtown. We will figure out who that is and let you know. Thanks for being with us here on Blue Squatch. Lots more action coming. I'm going to be in Six Nations tomorrow. With some Junior B action and a Senior B game. That save bounces away from Seneca, but back to him off a defender. Makes a very short pass that almost got dangerous, but they managed to work it out and get up over center and quickly towards the net. Great chance there for Parker Jimerson in transition. And now we're going to push the other way. Emerson Shenandoah is looking up. They do a nice job of picking up Dan Rogers, and he's going to have to head to the bench, and we'll get a forward out there. The full attack just coming on as Bennett moves it on. Comes back to Mitch Laffin. Here's Leland Paulus on his offside. That one's wide. It's going to bounce out to Rio Johnson with 5 on the shot clock, so he'll rip one from downtown. A little bit of a slip there from Parker Jimerson, but Newtown does come away with it, and Heron Snow is on the run. That one was tipped, I think. Nice job getting the stick in the way by Mason Homer. And Brody LeBourne will take this outlet pass. Onondaga back on the attack. We're all tied up at 2, over halfway through this first period. And it'll be the Allegheny Arrows in Six Nations tomorrow. Mitch Laffin with a little fake, hands it off. That pass didn't get through. It was knocked away. 10 on the shot clock as it's tracked down there by Liam Ferris. And they're going to get a couple of defenders out there. He's just going to eat up a bit of time, spin and rip an offhand shot, and it's going to get up out of play. What a reset shot by Liam Ferris to bounce it off of Craig Seneca and get a fresh 30. Blaze White up to the captain, Cree Cathers. I think we have an illegal pick on the near side, and here's an outlet chance. Nice catch, reaching behind him. Heron Snow scores! Parker Jimerson on the run. And look at this. You can see the outlet pass. He is already way behind everybody and just bounces one past Davy Jones. And boy, oh boy, you can't let Parker Jimerson get out like that, but he's so quick, and he took off exactly when he needed to. So it'll be the Allegheny Arrows and Six Nations Fire Junior B tomorrow at 3 p.m. from the ILA here on Blue Squatch. There's a face-off violation. Dan Rogers doesn't like the call. He disagrees, but doesn't matter. The ball goes to the green and yellow-clad Newtown Golden Eagles. And then at 7 tomorrow night, a much-anticipated matchup between the Senior B Allegheny Arrows and the Grand River Warriors. That should be a dandy. Emerson Stevens moves it on. Oh, big hit on Lucas Beaver. We're going to have our first penalty of the game. Looks like a high sticking call. We'll see it develop here. Lucas Beaver slips a little bit as he's popping up. Takes that big cross check to the chest. And we're going to have Mitch Laffin heading off for 2 minutes or less. And a chance for Newtown to extend their lead. So a minor for high sticking. Actually looked like it went up at a major for a moment. That one gets away from Jimerson. It's going to be through the crease and then playing the ball, and Newtown will turn it over. And Onondaga's got a chance to kill some of the time on this penalty. Brody LeBourne is going to take his time. Plays blown in. Nice pass ahead. Just got it through to Shenandoah. Rio Johnson's up ahead, wants it along the boards. And until somebody comes to get him, he's probably just going to hang on to it. Now we see some room to go towards the net. Rio Johnson leading these Onondaga Redhawks with 39 points and 21 goals. Both tops on the club, among the tops in the league. Newtown's top scorer, Lyndon Stevens, not here tonight. Jonah Mohawk has 8 goals and 21 points. He is their leading scorer on the floor this evening. Lucas Beaver with 18 points from 9 and 9. Sidearm pass. Comes back out to Mohawk. He's been loving the shot from up there this time, but they get out on him. It was Nate Schultzke. And then Schultzke knocks that one down, tries to come away with the ball. It pops free, but he does get it, and he's going for a bit of a run. Schultzke running into all kinds of green jerseys. Will just peel out, slip, but pops back up. Nobody near him, so he had a little bit of time. Golden Eagles 3-5 coming into tonight. Redhawks sitting in second place at 5-4 behind only Allegheny. Behind the back attempt, that one doesn't get through. Zimmel trying to find the range. Beaver slowed things down along the near boards and then got it across to number 1. That ball bounces off the board, scooped up by Gnu Printup, and another penalty coming. See the call adjudicated here as Herbie John goes to the penalty box to call it. It's going to be an interference call. Here's what led to it. Hopefully we'll catch it here. Oh, yeah. That's the one right there in front of the net. Hard to argue that one. So the previous penalty just expired. Mitch Laffin is released back onto the floor, so it will be a regular 5-on-4 power play. Nice save by Jones there on a pretty hard shot from Brendan White. Scooped up there by Jonah Mohawk. Boy, fun to see Jonah playing again. I remember seeing him playing in the Founders Cup out in Saskatchewan several years ago. Oh, the Junior Bs, there's going to be a dandy little matchup tomorrow. I believe that will be on Blue Squatch as well, as there are 2 channels, and it will be tomorrow, and Sunday actually, the Onondaga Warriors, the Onondaga Redhawks, and the Seneca War Chiefs, both undefeated so far in this FNLA Junior B season. That should be a dandy of a weekend matchup. Ball bounces off a Golden Eagle. They are going after it. I think they'll come away with it. Rio Johnson, though, is being a bit of a pest, and he's going to really make things tricky. But now the officials are going to get together and have a discussion. They're saying it was okay, so it's a 30-second violation. As the one official was saying there was a touch, so it wasn't over and back, but it was a reset anyway. The time had run out on the Redhawks, so they've got another minute to kill. They still trail 3-2. Hard rip from Mohawk. A bit of a bump to a defender as a follow-up. He's looking like he might want another one. Instead, hands it off. Now he's got it back. Playing catch. Nice skip, but it didn't quite get caught. And then a pretty close to holding the stick for Emerson Stevens as he just clamped down on the defender's stick. And now we have a player losing his helmet. He'll pop it back on. That is number 1 for Newtown. Ball's up and out of play, and it will be Onondaga possession. They're going to be able to kill the rest of this penalty. Just 17 seconds remaining. We're going to wait here. 3 seconds left, and as you can see, boom, the penalty expires. Now they're just down into the final few seconds of the shot clock. And that's a hard blast from outside. Leland Palace just off target. Here's Lucas Beaver. Oh, he gets checked from behind, and that's going to be a penalty. Goes into Davy Jones, and nobody's even... Oh, yeah, they are going to go after him a little bit. Hang on, we'll go back to the main game so we can see what's going on here. And it was Brody LeBourne going to have a word with Beaver, but he was clearly checked into the goaltender, into the crease. You can see Beaver breaking out, makes a pretty nice little play to pull it down and get a chance for a shot, but right up in the numbers. Davy Jones still a little bit shaken up. And they're going to have bring some water out for Davy Jones, the veteran He's told me a few times he's packing it in. He's going to retire, but he just keeps coming back. He can still play. There's no question. Hey, when you can keep playing, why not? He's still good. I believe he actually made the Can-Am All-Star team last year. So, yeah, no need to rush into retirement. You get to not play for a long time after you stop. So might as well enjoy the game while you can. I'm Steven Stamp for Blue Squatch Productions. Thanks so much for being with us. So that penalty goes to Declan Ferris. Brody LeBourne out to ask a question. Unlikely he got the response he was hoping for. But Newtown back to the power play, trying once again to extend their lead. They've got Jordan Brennan at the top. Sidearm pass. Pass down low. Good ball movement, but stopped by Davy Jones. Schultzke can't quite come away with it. This is a bit of an adjustment, playing on the concrete at home for the Redhawks. Again, a graduation earlier, so they had to pull the turf up. It wasn't put back down. That's going to be a loose ball push. Tim Zimmelgen a little bit overzealous. Nothing egregious, but definitely a loose ball foul. And Newtown will get it back. A little behind the back flip as he was spinning away. Sidearm rip. That's off the post. Hard shot by Jordan Brennan, and they get it back. And there's another goal. Power play marker. That is Gnu Printup. We're going to see right here that the shot from the offside, you could hear it live, and Printup picks it up. The defender going out to try and get on him almost runs past where Printup is scooping that ball. So 4-2 with 2:02 to go here in the first. Thanks for being with us here on Blue Squatch Productions presentation of Can-Am Lacrosse. Onondaga gets the ball, and Dan Rogers going for a bit of a run. Sidearm pass comes to the near side. Newtown coming into the offensive zone. And I got to tell you, I don't know why the scoreboard looks like that on the screen. It looks absolutely normal. Up in the arena, it is 4-2 for Newtown. I don't know why it looks like it's 5-8 in favor of Onondaga. That one gets through Davy Jones, rolled sideways, but almost became a problem again. Thanks for the heads up. The number one is probably Dylan Snow. I believe you are correct. I will be monitoring the comments as possible. Here's a duck down the lane. Hard shot, but stopped again. Oh, but what a putback. Rio Johnson pounces on the Liam Ferris rebound. And they are going to enjoy this one. You see Johnson just slipping through and immediately goes to the net. The ball pops out, and he goes behind the back. That's a very Rio Johnson goal. He'll throw passes behind the back when he really has no need to, just because it feels just like throwing a normal pass for Rio. Most of us, it's a little extra difficulty on that play, but I don't think it really makes any difference to him. And that is just a walk in the park to flick that one behind his back and in. There's a save by Davy Jones turning aside Jonah Mohawk. And it is 4-3. Hey, that one looks like a 3 now on the Onondaga side. Into the final 20 seconds. Very close shot clock and game clock, almost identical. So Newtown, if they can hold on to the ball, can wait for it. They can't hold on to the ball. Now it pops away from Mason Homer. still bouncing around. Schultzke will get it with 3 seconds to go, throws it ahead, and the ball's a hot potato for these final few seconds, and that is going to wrap up the first period of play. The score 4-3 in favor of the Newtown Golden Eagles over the Onondaga Redhawks. I'm Steven Stanford, Blue Squatch Productions, with Winter Porter on camera. Thanks so much for being with us, lacrosse friends. We'll be back in 10 minutes. We'll see you then.
Six Nations and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction For sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction First sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here.
Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the Onondaga Nation Arena. Once again, yes, it is Onondaga Nation Arena, even though apparently this is the first time it has been carpetless or coverless on the floor since about 2001, I'm hearing. I'm not sure how reliable the source is, but I'm going to go with it. But, yeah, it has been a while. Everyone's saying around the building they can't remember the last time they saw a game played on the concrete. But now one theory is that the Junior Bees want to get ready because their playoffs are going to be on concrete, and the Founders Cup, if they're able to get there, will be on concrete in Hamilton as well. So they want to get used to the different bounces, get used to the way it feels. I know as an old person, when I play on concrete, it destroys my joints. But these guys are young and fit and fast, so they're probably okay. We are underway. Onondaga, trailing by one, has the first possession of this second period. They flip it to the far side. Creek Cathers will skip one to the middle. Hard shot, and Craig Seneca had to take a double look at it there, but he had made the save on the Trevor Hill shot, and Newtown starting to push the pace. On the run here is Kane Kettle. He'll flip it back, and they'll slow things down a little bit, setting up here with Gnu Printup. Printup, a couple of spins, twirls into the corner, and we've got an illegal pick called on the Golden Eagles. They'll hand it over, and Matt Noble will flick it ahead, but that pass gets away. Luckily for them, they had Mitch Laffin up ahead, and he'll just slow things down a little bit, wait for the offense to come out. He'll stay for the offensive shift as he left it there for Liam Ferris. Ferris takes the pick. Oh, here's a break. Oh, just missing the net. Nice job by Matt Bennett to just clear the space and draw his defender, because there was a defender right in the lane, and Bennett drew him away. We have a delayed penalty coming now. And Seneca has made it to the bench for the extra attacker. They've got 14 on the shot clock. As you see, Herbie John adjudicating the slashing call. And there is much levity in the scorer's box. So Newtown has had a ton of power play opportunities. We'll see if they're able to cash in here. They did get the power play goal in the first period. Flick behind the back. That rip right into the goalie stick of by Brendan White. Schultzke is running and coming off the bench. Leland Powell says, take it easy, slow it down, settle. But they get a shot. Blaze White lets that one rip. It comes back out to Schultzke. No reset as the defender, not the goaltender. And with a dozen seconds left on the shot clock, Onondaga continues to kill this penalty. Schultzky takes that pass. White heads to the bench for a change. Powis for a change. And Schultzky lobs it down into the corner. Golden Eagles taking their time getting set up with Jordan Brennan. Eventually over to Mohawk. Jonah Mohawk with the hard rip. Davy Jones stops it. He did not know where the rebound had gone. But it didn't matter as it bounced too far away for much to happen immediately. Newtown does have it back. They have a fresh 30 underhand pass. Doesn't get through. Zimmel's the first one there. Beaver on him. Oh, nice little spin by Zimmel to get through traffic. Avoids the trail check. Heck of a play by Tim Zimmel, and he rushes up into the offensive zone, and they'll be able to kill, well, about 12 seconds of this penalty, but they turn it over. Not perfect valuing of the ball, and there's going to be a chance here with 20 seconds left on the power play for Jonah Mohawk and the Golden Eagles. Throws a few fakes. Thinks about a shot, perhaps. Skip pass. That's going to come from outside. Dylan Snow with the blast. That one stopped. And, the ball thrown away, not quite connecting as Shenandoah is breaking down the floor. Snow, the first one there, gets it, stays on his feet, a little slip. Darren Mohawk along the near boards. The slick all-black rig. The only non-black on it is the white grip tape. He'll cut through the middle, and Jonah Mohawk, they called the illegal pick. Probably could have called a ward off on that one. Jonah Mohawk's a big, strong guy, and he just shoved his defender out of the way. But I believe it was the pick called on Darren Mohawk coming through. Onondaga into the offensive zone as Matt Bennett feeds one down low. Rio Johnson with a pick, shooting around it. Didn't get it through, though. That was Emerson Shenandoah up for the offensive shift. He'll come back and continue to play defense. Oh, that ball almost picked off the roll pass. A little lackadaisical. It does lead to a chance over on the near side for Kane Kettle. That one stopped by Davy Jones, but they're going to say an illegal pick on Onondaga. And that one is stopped. Ball over along the far boards, and spinning away from the check is Bennett. Flicks it to the open man, and Onondaga will get the easy clear. Get it ahead to Schultzky. Schultzky, the Energizer bunny of a transition player. Slips, pops back up. Flicks it across. Rio Johnson, hard rip, but that one was blocked. It's going to come back out. They go behind the net, gets away from Creek Hathers, and all you can do is sit and look as the ball rolls onto the top of the back of the goalie mesh. And it is Newtown possession. They come forward with Darren Mohawk. He's watched there by Percy Booth. They swing it to the far side. Dylan Snow reverses. Couldn't quite connect with Jordan Brennan. Brennan watched there by Rogers with 10 on the shot clock. Newtown's already got a defender coming out. That's Lucas Beaver, primarily an offensive player, but he is heading back. He can really burn in transition. I think Parker Jimerson has shown what he can do as well. Jimerson not out there for this particular shift. Actually, where is Parker Jimerson? Oh, there he is. Second guy on the bench. He'll be out there for the next shift. Rio Johnson to the net, stopped by Craig Seneca, and then goes into the crease. And I can tell you, these guys with 8 defenders coming out that back door, they appreciate every shift they get to take off. It is warm and muggy, and they are probably getting a little tired. We'll see if being a bit short on runners plays a little more of a role later in the game. That one's scooped up by Liam Ferris. He takes off, hands it off to Declan. Liam back to Declan, spinning, gets the shot. Pretty nice move, but it was stopped. Here's Ferris to Ferris, the goal! And the Ferris brothers enjoy the jump celly. And you see the hard work in the corner to go and get this one back. And Liam Ferris earned that one with the hard work, gets that loose ball in the corner over to Declan, gets it back, and ties it up 4-4. We are all even here in Onondaga. Shilsky gets it across to Mitch Laffin after the faceoff. Shot from his offside, ripped there by Mitch Laffin. Comes to Shilsky just shy of center. He'll fight through one check. Gets away, and it's a fresh 30. The recent shot clock hadn't been reset, so now they're counting down because it was a bit late. It would have been too long. Now it's going to be fresh anyway after that shot by Laffin. Bounced off of Seneca. Lucas Beaver doesn't get phased by slipping to the turf, and that leads to a chance. Dylan Snow, oh, big save. Sorry, I clipped that one. We'll take a look at it in a sec. That was quite a play. Lucas Beaver sliding to the turf, keeping his focus, making the pass across, leading to that opportunity. Now the drive to the net. Another player down. This one's going to be a penalty. Comes to the near side. Hard rip. That one goes just wide from the stick of Leland Palace. And we're going to have a cross-checking call. It'll be Jonah Mohawk going off for 2 or less. I'm trying to think if Onondaga has had a power play yet in this game. We're going to have a goalie water break. As Craig Seneca says, he needs a little rehydration. They bring it down to Davy Jones. When you're a eminent veteran like Davy Jones, they bring you your water. Craig Seneca, he's a pretty eminent veteran as well, but he's going to go and get the drink, and he's going to get a little towel action so we can wipe off the face mask and his face as well. So a chance here for Onondaga. Try and get into the lead for the first time in quite a while, maybe the first time in the game. Oh, it looked like a shot coming, but Laughing with the impressive fake, very compelling. Almost got it through to Cree Cathers. It just got away from him. Laffin has it again, hands it off. Coming from the bench, a shot, and Craig Seneca knew there was nothing on that side, and he just stood his ground as Trevor Hill took that shot. And the goal there, Jonah Mohawk, or is that Beaver finding it? Right on top of the crease. Yeah, it was Mohawk. Beaver just celebrating for his teammate. You can see the hard work from Mohawk and just bounces that one past Davy Jones. And the short-handed goal will provide a slight edge here once again for the Newtown Golden Eagles. Onondaga will look to even things back up. Schultzke under some forecheck pressure will shovel the ball ahead. Mason Homer, though, had to wait for it, went back and met it, but still had some pressure on him from Darren Mohawk. And now just 12 on the shot clock for the Redhawks. Cree Cathers along the far boards. Leland Palace looking to get it back from Cathers, does so. Down low, nice movement. Cathers has a lane, rips it. Nice stop, Craig Seneca. Newtown was looking up the floor, but it just wasn't there. Craig Stevens wanted to make the pass. Nobody available. The stick spins right out of the hand on the check there from Trevor Hill. And Newtown just 10 seconds left to kill on the penalty. And they're going to draw one. The effort from Craig Stevens. It's going to be an over and back. A holding call, so just 4 seconds remaining on the penalty to Newtown. They're going to have almost a full power play as Percy Booth goes to the box for 2 minutes or less for the hold. Newtown waits. Parker Jimerson is released, and he'll step immediately into the offensive zone. Tried to get it over to Mohawk. He will pick it up off the boards. Pass down low. It's a big hit, and that's going to drive him right into the crease. Jimerson is going to have to leave the ball there, and there's the outlet pass. Oh, Emerson Shenandoah is just behind him. May have bounced off his leg as he tried to reach down and get it. Shenandoah does get to the net. I'm not sure if it did get through to the goalie. Then Rio Johnson with the trail check. The ball popping loose, still bouncing around. Looks like Liam Ferris will be there first, but now we're going to have a loose ball push call. Nice idea by Craig Stevens, but he just shoved the Red Hawk out of the way to try and get possession there. Goes to the far side to Bennett. Johnson with a little pick for him. Pretty good two-man defense by Newtown. We actually got 4 green jerseys over on that side. Of course, they are on the power play at this point, so they can flood that area. Rio Johnson falls down. What a job to hang on to it. That is some kind of stick work by Rio Johnson. Well, that's bounced to a player on the bench, and that was very close to being a too many men. You can see the coaches on the Onondaga bench saying, he was involved in the play. That shot is going right back down to the far end. The 30 is going to expire, so Craig Seneca just flings it the length of the rink with 18 seconds left on their penalty. Onondaga is being able to kill the rest of this one and have a little bit of time if they want to work on the offense. Schultzke goes to the crease, dives across, he put it in. It's not a bad play, but he definitely stepped in the crease on that one. We'll show it again if we get a chance. Long pass, what a catch. That was a really nice play there. Running the length of the floor, and Emerson Stevens almost connected, but turned aside. We are back to even strength. It's still 5-4 for Newtown. Toe drag. Oh, right on top of the crease. There's a shot there for Kane Kendall. That goes wide. He was going high to low on the bouncer, and it got way up into the mesh. So it will be Onondaga possession. Running forward is Mason Homer. Again, these are throwback jerseys. Going back, 30, 40 years. Some of the early days. And there's a shot to the net. Just stopped there. Held on by Craig Seneca. We're going to take a quick peek back at that Schultzke drive. You can see as he races in. Definitely gets onto the crease, but pretty good effort. Newtown faced some forecheck pressure. They did fight their way forward. Here's Lucas Beaver. He goes down again, loses it this time. And Schultzke is on the run. They got a man coming off the bench, Creek Hathers. The fake. Schultzke's looking for him, but the lane was never really there. Well defended by Newtown. Didn't give him much of a passing angle, so Schultzke makes the right decision, just can't bury the shot. Here's Dylan Snow. Back pedals. Wise decision as he was facing a sea of blue jerseys. I really like these blue uniforms. I mean, I like their reds and their whites, too. I think Onondaga's just got some great jerseys, but I don't know, the blue are pretty sweet. That shot off the post, rolling all the way back to Seneca. He will just shovel it ahead to Jonah Mohawk to maximize their time on the 30-second clock. It was fairly new to the game. The 30 starts when you gain possession. It's reset. So as a goalie, or anyone, it's not possession if you don't actually have it in your stick. So if you just tap it ahead to your teammate, the 30 doesn't start until they pick it up. Spade of guys doing that in the NLL. Here's a chance. Zimmel hands it off. The pass didn't quite get through to Ferris, and it's Olayed there by Seneca. And here we go the other way, Kane Kettle. Onondaga coming back forward. Well, that didn't work. Sorry, I was trying to fix the scoreboard, and it's going to take me a moment to actually fix it. So I will get it taken care of, but for now, we're just going to flip it back to the way it was. And we'll fix that at the intermission. How's that sound, everybody? Well, that's what we're doing. So you get the upside down scoreboard, but you can see it and you know it's upside down. Thank you for the person who pointed that out. And here comes Onondaga back into the offensive zone. Coming up to 5 minutes to play here in the second period. Rio Johnson flips one over. Laffin quickly moves it on. Leland Palace lets it fly. Seneca shoulders that one aside, or elbows that one aside almost. Laffin. Creek Cathars cutting to the back door. Nice job picking him up by Heron Snow. Rio Johnson with the hard shot, but straight at the goaltender. And it's going to be picked up in the crease by Jordan Brennan. Quick outlet pass. Kane Kettle taking his time along the near boards. Just drops it there. And Heron Snow. Snow's going to get it back. Leg save, Davy Jones. Collision along the boards. A big running attempt at a hit. I hope Zimmel's okay. It looked like he kind of wound up launching himself into the boards a bit. Brody Laborn picks it up. He is rumbling down. He's got nobody with him. Now he has the cutter. Oh, nice save, Craig Seneca. Seneca swats that one, or scoops that one out of the air after the nice pass through, and Leland Palace's shot. Dylan Snow over to Brendan White. Sidearm shot. That's on the backside of the mesh, but it rolls out. That's great positioning. That was Mason Homer getting that one. Just love that play to get the body between the defender and the ball. Just back into the boards. Winds up getting himself stripped, but gets it back. And at this point, he's going to need to just get this ball to somebody. And he's actually going to roll it. It'll be scooped up by Craig Stevens. Really good first half of that play. Not so great the other half. And that leads to a race down the floor. And Lucas Beaver had stepped in the crease before he picked up that rebound. Schultzke waiting to see what's going to develop here. Trevor Hill around the pick. Shoots. Not sure that hits somebody. Rio Johnson gets it. Craig Seneca. He's been all over those outside shots tonight. Outlet pass. And here comes Kettle. He's got the man off the bench. Really good job defensively by Emerson Shenandoah coming back, and then some good teamwork by Liam Ferris to take away the pass across the floor, and nothing comes of that transition opportunity. Saved by Jones, and we're going to have a illegal pick as Onondaga start to break out. I don't think the coaching staff's going to be too happy with that one. And Spencer Lyons, the head coach for the Redhawks. Ron Cogan is in helping out with the club tonight. And Shannon Booth on the bench, as usual. Another save by the leg of Davy Jones. Can't corral the rebound, but it is knocked back to him. I think Lucas Beaver wanted a back-in call, but that was definitely unintentional as it got away from Brody Laborn. Here's Emerson Shenandoah. They find Hill. Back to Leland Palace. Oh my, that was a hard shot off the post on the far side. It is rolling all the way back to Davy Jones. Rio Johnson will get it. The 30 buzzed, but it was a reset. They're just waiting for them to have possession. Lots of time here on the shot clock. Hill flips it out to Palace, quickly across. Shot on the run by Blaze White. Craig Seneca wasn't sure where that one was as it trickled down his leg. Long outlet pass. Swatted aside by Ferris. He's going to track it down, looks for the outlet, throws to Dan Rogers. Rogers was telling me before, he's been playing with a wooden stick for years, but the one he usually uses, I think he said it's got a crack, so he can't, I believe that's what he was saying, so he can't use it, so we have to get another one. So adjust into that. Hard twister there by Ferris. And that's Liam Ferris, number 6. Declan is number 4. Rio Johnson with a fresh 30. Toe drag. Mitch Laffin saying slow it down. There's 35 on the game clock, as you can more or less see. Laffin feeds it through. Rio Johnson around the back again. Oh, a double team hit in behind the boards. Kane Kettle paying the price. And we're going to have a timeout. Each team does get 2 per game. You can take 1 per period. So the Newtown Golden Eagles will call this one. And Mouse Henry is down at the offensive zone end of the bench, setting things up. You see Henry surrounded by his offensive set. They're going to pull the goaltender. Craig Seneca is getting there now, and he's checking with them, and they're saying, yeah, you're coming to the bench. We'll send 6 attackers out. Onondaga already has their D guys out on the floor. They've got Percy Booth, Dan Rogers, Brody LeBourne, looks like Matt Noble, and Mitch Laffin will be the 5 defenders out there. We have Jonah Mohawk, Lucas Beaver, and Emerson Stevens, I believe, will be the 3 lefties. Actually, sorry, Jordan Brennan. Is a lefty. He's out there. And he's going to start with the ball. And Parker Jimerson heads out as they only had 5 runners on the floor, even with Seneca on the bench. So they will take their time. 18 on the clock. They're going to wait till it's about 10 or 8 seconds to go. A little bit of pressure from Rogers to force some action. Beaver taking his time. 8 seconds. They're going to start to go. Beaver gets it back, spins, goes to the floor again. That one's knocked loose. Booth is after it. He's trying to get a shot at the empty net. He's not going to quite make it. Close. Almost had it. But you can see he's just going to, you can see him hustling after that one. He'll get the shot off, but didn't quite find the open net. And we will go to the intermission with the score 5-4 in favor of the visiting Newtown Golden Eagles. This is quite a game here in Can-Am Senior B action on Blue Squatch Productions. Thanks so much for being with us. I'm Steven Stamp, and we will be back in 10 minutes with the third period.
For sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction.
Welcome back, lacrosse friends. We are ready for period number 3. The score, as you can see quite clearly on our beautifully right side up scoreboard, is 5-4 for the Newtown Golden Eagles. And I'm pretty sure I am relatively new to the to some aspects of this program, and I spent a while during the intermission getting it flipped and getting it moved around, because when you flip it, you have to reorganize, recrop, and move around. I'll tell you what, I'm getting a mouse, because doing it on the trackpad, it's just not working for me. But sorry, everyone, for having 2 periods of upside-down scoreboard. We've got it just in time for an exciting third period. There's a pass down low. Slipping was Dylan Snow, but he gets the shot off, bounces away to Tim Zimmel. That's Zimmel with the silent Z. And the ball comes forward. Onondaga is going to look to try and tie things up early. Leland Palace had to think about his shot. He's going to hand it off, head over to his own side. Mitch Laffin behind the back. Tried to feed it. Oh, that was a shot. It gets knocked away. Maybe it was a pass. Either way, it didn't get through. And taking off is Joseph Laforme. He saw Matt Bennett coming back to try and check him, and Bennett has a bit of a collision as he's trying to get off to the bench, but he makes his way there. Onondaga with their defensive set out. Josiah Laforme with the bib grip Jonah Mohawk was taking that rip. Josiah LaForme, of course, the backup goaltender tonight. Onondaga into the offensive zone, slowing it down. Liam Ferris waiting for everyone else. They're just getting Mitch Laffin out there as the fifth attacker. Lucas Beaver comes away with it. Looked up the floor, nothing there, so he hands it off, and Heron Snow will just roll it. Here comes Jonah Mohawk. Ferris right out on him. Gets the shot off, but Ferris was onto the stick. It bounces loose. Dylan Snow gets that one, rips the sidearm pass. Rip from the outside from Darren Mohawk. He started heading to the bench. He curls back to rejoin the offense. And they'll score from the outside. And not a whole lot going on with the play. And then just letting it blast was Jordan Brennan. Just into some space. And Davy Jones wants that one back. You can see the look up to the sky. That is to the ceiling. That is a patented goaltender look when you just are upset with what you've just seen sneak past you. And it is 6-4. I know it says 10-4 up there, but it won't for long. There we go. Sorted out, and we're at 6-4. Newtown Golden Eagles. Lucas Beaver out for a draw up against Cree Cathers. I don't think either of those are the regular face-off guys for their teams. Cathers will control it. Get it off into the offensive zone. Thanks, everyone, for being with us here on Blue Squatch Productions. Again, lots going on. This is the final weekend of Can-Am Senior B action. That shot a little bit wide from Bennett, and that's going to bounce up into the Newtown bench. They will get possession. That pass gets away, and Davy Jones, handcuff him a little. Outlet pass. Will it get through? It does. Wide open is Emerson Shenandoah. Scores. That is a beauty. Davy Jones with the two-hopper up ahead. Shenandoah waited patiently enough. He knew he couldn't run back to the ball. He needed to let it come to him. He is well ahead. There it comes. A couple of hops. Gets it away just before the defender gets there. And it's a one-goal game once again, a few minutes into this third period. Beaver and Cree once again for the face-off. So Davy Jones with the save, with the assist. Well, not a save, it was a loose ball pickup. Pretty nice pass, though. A little bouncer from Schultzke to get things going the other way, and they are pushing into the offensive zone. Cree Cathers with the pass. Oh, that one almost snuck through. Nice chance there. But Liam Ferris not able to find in the back, and then the ball still bouncing around. It's picked up by Newtown and then whipped ahead. Nice job to get himself out of trouble there by Kane Kettle. Darren Mohawk will step over center and hand it off. Jordan Brennan, who scored the last goal, hands it off. This one comes over to Canoe Print Up. And it's going to be Onondaga possession. Schultzke coming forward. Powless hands it off. They keep it moving. Blaze White backpedaling. Just getting their sixth attacker out. That's Liam Ferris taking that pass. Backdoor quick stick. Nice save by Seneca on that rip from Trevor Hill. Spinning away from a check. Canoe Print Up, but it's scooped up there and on the run. Mason Homer sees a pile of green and yellow, So he'll pull out and slow things down, hands it off there to Zimmel. Stand at least for the moment, and he will head up into the offensive zone. And pull back out is a slow change for the Redhawks. Just 12 on the shot clock as they get the offense all set. Creek Hathersville runs into space, shoots. That's on the backside of the mesh, and spinning around to make sure it didn't get away was Craig Seneca. Here comes Newtown. Underhand pass. They whip it out to the top. Jonah Mohawk. Nice check there from Ferris. And Schultzke's on the run. He's got he's got Heron Snow with him. Snow knew Schultzke was on his offside, so watch for the guy coming off the bench. And that was Leland Palace. His hard shot pings off the post. Schultzke taking his time. That shot's going to get through. And Liam Ferris will celebrate an absolute blast. Wow, that one is downtown for Liam Ferris. We're all tied up 6-6 as we're 6 minutes into the third period. There's a close shot. That one stopped by Craig Seneca, and then through the crease was Trevor Hill after his shot. And it will be Newtown possession. He'll get it ahead to Lucas Beaver. Dylan Snow pulls back, watched by Matt Noble. Tried to feed it through to Beaver, just got away from him. He'll go for a slide into the backboards. That pass ahead will be run onto by Emerson Shenandoah. Oh, what a rip. Shenandoah having himself a night. So calm. And he will get big congrats from Declan Ferris and the rest of the Redhawks. It's a little bit of a pick there and another outside shot. Goalie's getting a drink of water. You see Craig Seneca refreshing himself as he gets to the bench and talks to his defenders. And we're going to take another peek at that as Emerson Shenandoah. So patient here. He just waits for Kane Kettle to step out of the way, turn aside as he kind of decoyed that he wasn't going to do anything. He most definitely did. His second of the night has put Onondaga into the lead. Tell you, Beaver and Cathers taking the draws, a little reverse whip, it scores! What a play! Lucas Beaver will do something like that once in a while, and that is a perfect example. Wow. Just watch this one. Right off the draw, wins it to himself, steps around a defender, throws a little fake shovel pass. Those are some moves. Lucas Beaver. Remember I had him on Lacrosse Link a couple of years ago when we were doing the show, and they had won I think at the time it was the IBLA championship before the NABL took over that club role, and they were pretty excited. They had a very exciting time, and such a fine young man. He's got some stick skills, as you saw there. Blaze White flips it over. Another outside shot. They're starting to think they can get to Craig Seneca, but he stops that one, and Kane Kettle will bring it forward. And there's one, getting it right back quickly. Jonah Mohawk for the Golden Eagles. You can see he's just going to take this little pass from Kane Kettle. A lot of space, another outside shot. The outside shots were not going earlier, but as we get later into the game, both teams starting to find their range. Again, we mentioned that Newtown is a little bit short on numbers tonight with 14 runners. So we'll see as we come into the later stages. Doesn't seem to be affecting them too much. They are leaving a player down the floor right now. There's a nice save from Seneca, turning Cree Cathers aside. And here comes Lucas Beaver, who scored that beautiful last goal. Hey to Michael Brand, checking in from San Antonio. Good to have you on board. Appreciate everyone watching. We're going to have a moving pick, or illegal pick, I guess it would be called, as Dylan Snow is coming around the top. And Emerson Shenandoah, that's a pretty nifty little job of kicking the ball up to himself. Maybe been watching a little bit of the European Football Championships going on across the pond. Oh, what a rip from the outside. That was Mitch Laffin, and they are enjoying that one as they tie it back up. And boy, it has just become an outside shooting gallery. Laffin just kind of hanging out on the far side, pops out, gets the pick, pops out for the pass, and just rips an underhand shot that sneaks into the far side. So we had 9 goals through the first 2 periods, 5-4 game, and we have had 7 already here in the 3rd period. And we're not even halfway through. It's picking up. Sidearm pass, hard shot, but Davy Jones swallows that up. They've got a man up the floor. We've got an official down. Spencer Tankway went over as he raced in to try and help out. And a bit of a confrontation here. And Jonah Mohawk will just pat Davy Jones on the back. Let's take another peek as the penalties are adjudicated. You can see the shot there. Mohawk goes to the net and actually checks Nate Schultzke into his goaltender. Take another quick peek at that. It's going to be a minor for roughing to Jonah Mohawk. This is right here. You can see he gets high on the numbers, and running to his teammate's defense was Darren Mohawk. But yeah, that was Jonah Mohawk causing most of the issues there. So it's going to be a power play for Onondaga, and they will try to get back into the lead that they enjoyed briefly a few minutes ago. Paulus back across. They go back to Paulus. Again to the near side to Laffin. Great ball movement, but a nice save by Craig Seneca. And he's going to look up the floor. There was nothing there. She goes short. That was a nice job reaching out to grab that one by Kane Kettle. That's going to be an over and back. Again, when you're killing the penalty, once you get inside that restraining line, you got to stay in there. So another chance to set up the power play. Leland Paulus at the top. Laffin gets it back from Trevor Hill. We've got Liam Ferris on the near side there. He gets the ball. They've got Blaze White sitting down on the crease, but they take the shot from the outside, and Seneca had no trouble with that one. A minute to go in this penalty on our nice clear right side up scoreboard. And I know the shot clock's still upside down, but I will admit I'm not quite sure how to fix that without flipping the scoreboard over. So next game, though, we're going to get that perfect. That's no goal. This is a crease violation. Lucas Beaver shaking his head. He doesn't agree with it. Doesn't really matter, of course, what the players think. Official in perfect position to make that call. Still 26 on the penalty. And Onondaga, a late change as Shenandoah went. Hey, the way he's been playing tonight, he might as well have stayed out, gone for the hat trick. We've got 5 on the shot clock. Cree Cathers goes for the backdoor quick stick, just missed. And they're going to run out of time Maybe one pass too many. Liam Ferris just didn't have time to get it over to the far side, trying to get it to Mitch Laffin. Beaver tosses it off. We're back to even strength, and we're into the final half of the third period. All alone on the crease. How did Heron Snow get that open? But Davy Jones turns it aside, and Nate Schultzke will run up over center. Schultzke pulls up, leaves it there for Blaze White. Palace gave it to Trevor Hill, was looking for the pass back. Now he's going to head down, and Cree Cathers on his offside. Newtown really pushing out on the defense. Just 3 on the shot clock. They try to get the pass through. Nice effort there by Liam Ferris, but as he was being knocked down, it caused the pass to go astray. Couldn't quite get it through to Trevor Hill, and here comes Newtown. They'll look to push back into the lead. Heron Snow gets by one defender, sees Brody LeBourne waiting for him. That pass didn't get through. It's on the floor still in Ferris. Declan Ferris going after it, gets away from him, but Zimmel will come away with it. Pass ahead to Shenandoah. He's thinking, he scores! Emerson Shenandoah, he doesn't need to be on the power play for the hat trick. He will just rip it in transition. What a night for Emerson Shenandoah. Watch this one. You see the pass ahead from Zimmel. Nice and simple, gets it ahead, and Shenandoah, just that step to the middle. That is a beauty. That's worth seeing one more time. I know we're going to probably miss the face-off, but we can deal with that. Here's the outlet pass. I love this play. Sees the defender coming. And remember, on his previous goal, the defender kind of peeled off a bit, thinking Shenandoah wasn't going to shoot. So this time the defender comes out at him, and Shenandoah uses that against him and creates a great scoring opportunity for himself that he buries to put Onondaga back in front. They're up 9-8. Flick to the far side. Laffin thought about it. Now Ferris will rip one. Seneca gets that. It goes off into the corner. And Jonah Mohawk, the first one there. And he does come away with it. Some pressure from Ferris. More pressure as the ball gets loose. And Jonah Mohawk will tuck and run. And then throws a little behind the back pass that didn't really go to anybody. And Matt Noble is going to head up. He gets the ball stripped. The fans here in Onondaga wanted some kind of a call. Shenandoah, oh, he had a great chance there, but he's going to step into the crease, and there is a penalty behind the play, so the fans got what they wanted as Darren Mohawk is going to go to the box. We've got a holding call on the back check attempt. Newtown has generally enjoyed some slim leads through most of this game. Onondaga has taken a lead here in the third, and now they are back on front, and they're going to try and extend it to 2. They're checking to make sure that Craig Seneca's all set, getting the gear all ready. There's a lot of gear for a goalie, and it's warm when you're wearing it. You think it's warm when you're not wearing the goalie gear? Just put it all on. You will never again complain about goalies asking for a water break. Blaze White inverts. He was up at the shooter spot on his offside. Leland Palace pings it off the crossbar. That's going to roll all the way back down to Davy Jones, who will trot out to get that one. Hand it off to Mitch Laffin. Laffin leaves it for Palace. Immediately on. Blaze White back down in the crease spot. He's got it, steps out. Back to Trevor Hill. They move it around quickly. Skip pass gets away. They get it back with 11 to shoot out to Leland Palace. Passes it down low. That's a nice play, but Trevor Hill is turned aside by Craig Seneca. Oh, and that one just got away on Gnu Printup. Sorry, I think it was Craig Stevens, actually. The ball, though, they get it the length of the floor and get a chance. Davy Jones is ready, though, and here comes Onondaga. They've still got almost a minute on this power play as Liam Ferris takes his time into the offensive zone. Well, that was a pretty good chance down at the other end there for the shorthanded marker. Creek Cathers just stays outside the crease. Hard shot. It got through Craig Seneca, but not past the goal line. There's a goal. We are tied back up. It is the shorthanded marker, and Lucas Beaver is having an impact here in the third period. Again, you can see he's just making things happen on his own. Blue jerseys all around him. Last one, he was right on top of the crease when he worked his magic. This time, he scores from distance to tie things back up. Creek Cathers comes away with it. They've got 15 still on the power play. Will Onondaga get a chance to work with it? I think at this point they're probably just waiting because you're down into the final. Oh, no, they were going to try one, and they could have. Trevor Hill now, 2 seconds. Oh, Leland Palace passes it down. It's picked off. Beaver, oh, and the player out of the box went straight to the bench, but Lucas Beaver has a breakaway. Saved by Davy Jones. And Lucas Beaver started to run back, decided to stop because it looked like there might be a turnover with Dylan Snow forechecking. That's a big save by Davy Jones. Beaver, obviously one of the most dangerous players out on the floor. Blaze White, he can shoot. He's going to hand it off to Ferris instead. Laughin sidearm. A lot of sidearm passing here. Now they flip it down low. There's Emerson Shenandoah. Gets the shot just at the 30. It'll be a reset for whoever gets it. Nice job stepping up by Mitch White, number 13, as he just waited for a moment, kind of decoyed and then jumped forward to get it after he made sure it was passed. But here's a breakaway chance for Kane Kendall. It skips past him. He is trucking after it, tries to tap it to himself, spins and falls, but the ball's still there for him, and he's shaken loose from Trevor Hill. They toss it back up to the top where Brendan White over to Heron Snow. They're trying to pick for him. Somehow he got that one through. That's a heck of a catch by Kettle. And Snow passes back to Kettle. It gets away from him, though. Bounces in the middle, and a penalty coming. Oh, I think we have a couple. I think Brody LeBourne is going to take another one. That is not one that you want to take. Or is it just the one penalty? Or are they both going? Okay, it's just the illegal cross-check to Brody LeBourne. See if we can pick this one up in front. This is LeBourne up at the top. Oh, it's just there. The ball was coming back. And they could have gone cumulative there because a couple of them laid some pretty big lumber on the Newtown forwards. So it is 2 minutes or less to Brody LeBourne. 4:03 to play. We're all tied up at 9. What a chance for the Newtown Golden Eagles. Brennan hands it off, gets it back. He's thinking about letting it rip. Very aggressive penalty killing. Newtown tries to use it to their advantage. They get a chance inside. Brendan White doesn't know where his stick went. It's over by the crease. He's the last guy. He had gone through the crease. He can't take this pass. Jonah Mohawk trying to do it all himself. Shot clock counting down. That shot is stopped. It's going to go back. And that is going to be a back in as Mitch White couldn't quite control it. Wound up tapping it to Davy Jones. A minute and a half to work with on the power play for Newtown. This is a heck of a game. It was in Six Nations last week for Tonawanda and Grand River. That was a beauty. A 16-15 Tonawanda win that just went back, Grand River win that went back and forth and back and forth. Hard rip by Brennan from the outside. Schultzke was just in the crease before he got it. Otherwise, as he landed, that would have been a back in. He's going to lob it ahead to Shenandoah, who bobbles the ball. That may be the first time he's done something wrong all night. He still managed to get it back. Shovels it ahead. What an effort. Gets it through, and Mitch Laughin with the chance. His opposite number 77, Darren Mohawk, has it. Laughin putting the pressure on him. Nice calm play by Mohawk to get it ahead. Still 40 seconds on the power play as Brennan takes it up at the top. Dylan Snow, the last man joining. And Brendan's just going to rip it. Davy Jones was leaning the other way, but did make the save. Dylan Snow will get it, and they'll set back up. Still lots of time on this power play. Lots of space there. Not quite where he wanted to get that shot. It was a good opportunity for Canoe Printup, but he just wasn't able to get the placement. And Davy Jones turns it aside. A one hand behind the back flip, pretty fancy from Liam Ferris. That will allow them to kill the final seconds of this penalty. Brody LeBourne is released. We're back to 5-on-5 lacrosse. We're tied at 9-9, and late in the shot clock, a downtown rip from Creek Hathers will result in a fresh 30 as Liam Ferris pounces on that loose ball that bounced out near the restraining line. Hard shot from the outside. There was no hurry on the shot clock on that one. Might have wanted to hang on to that and run the offense. I think they'll probably have a bit of a chat with Liam Ferris when he gets back. Yeah. Ron Kogan gives him a pat on the head, says, okay, but let's be patient. Here's a chance. Big save, Davy Jones. Sends that one to Davy Jones' locker, turning aside Brendan White. They get it back. Look at the effort, and that is somehow not a holding call as Lucas Beaver being kind of ragdolled around by the back of his jersey. He is down on the floor, still battling for it with 4 blue jerseys all around him. The shot clock ticking down, and it is turned over. Matt Noble comes away with it. He's on the run. He's got Declan Ferris with him. Ferris is open, but he's on his offside, and Jonah Mohawk with the big hit, and then just walks over the top of Noble, and it is possession to Newtown. Heck of a play by Jonah Mohawk, and he will take this little pass and work up into the offensive zone. 45 seconds to go. Shot by Snow is turned aside. 38 seconds, so Newtown can use most of this final time. Rip from the outside. That one didn't get through. And Emerson Stevens couldn't come up with it. It's going to be an illegal pick. And now we will have a timeout. 29 seconds left in the third period, which is absolutely perfect timing for Onondaga. They can bring Davy Jones to the bench. They'll get 6 attackers out. Nate Schultzke is down in the crease. He's ready to go. He wants to start with the ball. You're on a timeout, Nate. Go to the bench and have a chat. He's just having a chat with Herbie John down there. Fairly confident that Nate Schultzke will not be one of the 6 offensive players out on the floor. He was just trying to convince them that he should be. Newtown gets out. They've got the defenders out there. They've got Craig Stevens, Joseph Laforme, Heron Snow, Parker Jimerson, and Darren Mohawk. Kane Kettle is the 5th defender. Craig Seneca is still between the pipes. Quite a game we've got going here. Man, exciting Senior B action in the Can-Am League this year. So it's going to be Leland Powless starting with the ball, and he is in no hurry to get forward as they've got lots of time. They've actually left Davy Jones between the pipes for the time being. And I think they're there. They're just going to leave him there, and they're just going to take their time and then go for a last shot with him in the net. Laffin steps around, rips. That one's wide. They get it back. Oh, ho, ho. Coming up with that one was Craig Seneca. The shot from the outside by Liam Ferris caused some consternation, but the save. Here is Ferris with this last second shot. Rips it. You can see the stick twisting in the hands of Craig Seneca. And we are going to go to overtime. We will play 10 minutes of overtime. If it is still tied after that, that's it. We've got ourselves a tie. All right, we're going to take a quick intermission. I'm Steven Stamp. Thank you so much, lacrosse friends, for being with us here on Blue Squatch Productions' presentation of Can-Am Senior B action. We'll be right back with some free lacrosse.
Nations, everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs.
Welcome back, lacrosse friends. We are ready to roll. 10 more minutes to try to determine a winner. Beaver and Cathers at the dot once again. Teams continue to go the way they were in the third period. So that is Newtown in the green and gold going right to left. Onondaga in the wonderful blue retros going left to right. First possession to Onondaga. They're just getting their full complement of attackers out now. Here's Ferris. He had the last shot in regulation. Didn't quite make its way through. This is going to be Leland Palace from the outside. No problem for Seneca, and he's looking up the floor. Look for a moment like he did have a chance to get it ahead to Joseph Laforme, but probably would have been a pretty risky pass to try and push it. And here they get a chance. That's a quick shot on the off step from Gnu Printup, but Davy Jones was ready. Rumbling forward here is Percy Booth. He'll withstand the back check from Gnu Printup. There's 3 more games on the docket this weekend in the Can-Am. Sidearm shot. That one, it got through a little bit, but Seneca spins, and the ball bounces harmlessly away. Lucas Beaver coming forward. He's done a lot of damage, some terrific plays to get a couple of goals here in the third, but now he's just going to hand it off and go back to the bench. Dylan Snow trying to fight through the check. He's got Declan Ferris all over him. Hard shot from the outside. Mohawk with his own rebound, but it just gets past him. And on the run, Onondaga with the chance as Mitch White rumbles forward, loses the ball. Nice job trying by Mason Homer to try and set a pick for him. Ball's loose again, but it's snagged there by Heron Snow. Homer on him, but he gets away, and here comes Snow. It's a 3-on-3, 3-on-4. He's going to try and shovel one across. Beaver with a bouncer scores. Lucas Beaver had to reach for that pass. Didn't look like it was getting to him, but he goes and gets it. Look at this. Heron Snow just flips it across. That is a pretty nice bounce pass, as it turns out. And what a third period and overtime for Lucas Beaver. We'll keep rolling. As mentioned, it's a full 10-minute overtime period. Here's Shenandoah. He pulls one down with the toe drag. It gets away from him into the corner. Chases after it. Snagged there by Cree Cathers. Cathers is going to step into the crease. He'd lost the ball before he got in there. Can't take a pass here. Shenandoah knows that. No, he's going to give it. That should have been through the crease. Reverse whip by Leland Palace, and that one's going to roll the length of the floor. And the 30 will expire as we're a quarter of the way through this extra period. Newtown with the 1-goal lead. Newtown back in action tomorrow in Tuscarora. That's a 7 p.m. start. And at the same time, Grand River and Allegheny Arrows will meet up at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. I'll have that call for you. And there is a goal for Newtown as they are focused on the here and now, and that is a huge one. You can see just Jonah Mohawk flips it in, and Brendan White on top of the crease. It's kind of lost, and that's a late in the game kind of play where maybe a little bit of mental fatigue, physical fatigue, as Brendan White just gets left alone on top of the crease. And here's a chance. That's a save by Davy Jones to keep Dylan Snow from extending the lead. Zimmel is signaling to come ahead and run to Cree Cathers. He makes the pass over to Ferris. Declan Ferris pounds it off the post. Ferris had kind of dangled the ball out there. It's off the post, so it will be a fresh 30 for Onondaga. I thought he was going to get stripped on the trail check. Declan Ferris, as he kind of hung it out, but he must have been aware, or he got a little lucky of where the defender was, because he was able to hold on to it. But that pass tips off of Blaze White and up out of play. It'll be Newtown possession. They're up by a pair, 11-9. Pass ahead and immediately back. Jimerson's going to set a pick now as they flip it over here to Emerson Stevens. That one is going to be a crease violation. Trying to drive through was Parker Jimerson, and he just wound up within the circle. Schultzke bobbled it a bit, but managed to get that one back. Flicks it ahead, and Matt Bennett, with a whole bunch of green and yellow in front of him, slows it down, goes to set some picks. Another pick, 3 picks, tries for the roll. The pass was tipped, almost got through anyway, but Craig Stevens just got his stick on it. And Newtown coming back the other way. Aaron Snow with the shot. Seemed like it kind of crossed Davy Jones up, but he made the stop. It rolls down into his leg pad. And a pretty casual and perfectly placed behind the back flip pass from Mitch White. Onondaga into the offensive zone. Cree Cathers takes a bit of a how do you do from Jonah Mohawk, who's all over him. Hands it off, and here's Trevor Hill immediately moving the ball on. Tried to make the pass through the middle. Didn't get there, but it is grabbed off the boards. Hill with the long outside shot. That hit a defender. 3 on the shot clock, but it gets up out of play. It'll be a fresh 30. So Onondaga gets that shot from the outside, and it turns into another opportunity for them. There's a chance on the crease, but stepping into the crease was Matt Bennett. Newtown comes back through the stick of Kane Kettle. He's in no hurry as they're 5:20 away from getting this win. Brody LeBourne just manhandles Dylan Snow into the crease. Now LeBourne's going to come away with the ball and immediately bounce a pass up to Emerson Shenandoah. He has been dangerous. Gets a little pick, rips one. Craig Seneca had to duck down thinking that was going to come off the boards, but it was well wide of the net as it did. Brennan hits Beaver. Oh, and Lucas Beaver misses the far side, but it comes straight back out to Jimerson, who will rip one. Got Davy Jones going the wrong way for a moment, but Jones recovers, knocks it aside with the right hand. Jimerson gets it back. Newtown can slow things down. They are not in a hurry. That one bounces away, and here they are on the run. The Redhawks, Mason Homer, clears it out to the far side, goes to the net, shovel pass, and Liam Ferris. Oh, it looked like he had a shooting lane, but Aaron Snow had pretty good defensive position to take that away. Ferris still working at it. Nice twister pass in the goal. That is a beauty. Liam Ferris, what a hard-working effort. And the benefactor of that largesse is Trevor Hill. Look at the work. Ferris hits the turf, leaves a skid of sweat, comes across the twister, and Trevor Hill gets it past a sliding Craig Seneca. We're back to within one goal, 4:11 to play. Beaver and Cathers at the dot again. Cathers rips it loose, but Beaver is on it. Kind of flops to the floor trying to get it. Schultzke, he's got Hill with him. Schultzke's going to pass it to Hill. It's a little too high and a little too far away, and Hill was on his offside. Probably a good shooting chance for Schultzke. Lucas Beaver is looking a bit shaken up. He is going very slowly, favoring his right foot as he makes his way to the bench behind the play. Finally gets off to the bench, and he is definitely looking shaken up. Boy, he has been a big part of them forging this lead. Blast from the outside from Printup. He gets his own rebound. He's double teamed in the corner. Still hanging on to the ball. Is he cradling? Yep. Does a nice job of not trapping it against himself. He's knocked down, and eventually Onondaga will get it back. Appreciative round of applause from the fans as Tim Zimmel comes away with it. Shovel pass to get back to Bennett. Skips it to Cathers. Shooting lane there. Turner side putback attempt. Nice job to turn that one aside. Leland Powell is in dangerous position. Oh, and he knocks it down on the forecheck. Grabs the ball. Still battling to try and get it. Eventually, Leland Powell does come up with it. What an effort. You can hear the team and the fans. And we're going to take a timeout for Onondaga as they just want to set things up. 2:39 to play. 11-10 the score. Again, we'll run through the rest of the Senior B season here in the Can-Am. Tomorrow, Newtown is right back in action against the Tuscarora Tomahawks at 7 p.m. at the Gillelay Arena. At the same time, 7 p.m. at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena in Six Nations, the Grand River Warriors and the powerhouse Allegheny Arrows. And then Sunday, things wrap up with the Tuscarora Tomahawks and Tonawanda Braves from the Cornerstone Arena. That one is at 3 p.m. I believe that one will be on Blue Squatch as well. I will have the Grand River and Allegheny game tomorrow in Six Nations. Thanks once again, lacrosse friends, for being with us. This has been a heck of a match. Thanks to Winter Porter for jumping on the camera. Doing a fine job. Big weekend in FNLA Junior B action this weekend as the two undefeated teams in the league, the Onondaga Redhawks and the Seneca War Chiefs, will go home and home Saturday and Sunday. I believe they're playing here tomorrow. Yeah, so here tomorrow and then off to Seneca for the Sunday game. Blaze White moves on. Oh, that passes off the boards. Jonah Mohawk has it. Looked up the floor and just hesitated for a moment, then hands it here near side. Craig Stevens taking his time. Flips it to the far side. Fighting off the check there was Printup. Get it near side, 4 to shoot. Pass to the far side. That one's off the post. That'll be a fresh 30 if Newtown gets it, and they do. And they're in no hurry to pick this up. Onondaga needs to go and apply some pressure to force them to pick the ball up. They do now, and the 30 will begin with closing in on a minute and a half to go here in overtime. White rips it across. Oh, bouncer. It's off of Davy Jones. Nice little change of angle at the last minute by Dylan Snow. And they're going to get a fresh 30, get it back. Newtown managing to maintain possession for over a minute here as we come down the stretch. 20 on the shot clock. Sidearm rip. That one's off the post. It'll be another 30 off that shot from White. As it is scooped up by Dylan Snow. And Dylan Snow is going to shoot one. I'm not sure what the thought process was there of letting that one fly early in the shot clock. I would have thought they'd want to just keep ticking down. Aaron Snow over to Brennan. Jordan Brennan running through the check of Brody LeBourne. Matt Noble comes to help out. Lucas Beaver behind the back. Beautiful pass, but it just ticks off the stick of Brendan White. And I think you are seeing a little bit of fatigue coming in these final 45 seconds. It's been a hard-fought game tonight. There's Emerson Shenandoah. Don't let him shoot. They do get the ball stripped. It was looking like he was going to get a chance there. Forecheck pressure. Newtown's happy to just stay in their own end for now. Oh, that almost turns into a shot on their own goal. Aaron Snow gets it. He falls down. Ball's loose, but it rolls over. And Newtown's going to just flick it the length of the floor. We're down to 5 seconds. Onondaga's just going to run out of time. Laughin rips it. They get a last chance. It's not in. They say no goal as the buzzer goes. We're going to take a peek as Leland Palace thought he had tied this one up to save a tie. Look at that rip, the sidearm pass. Leland Palace, he thinks he's got it. He does not. And the final score will be the Newtown Golden Eagles 11, the Onondaga Redhawks 10. What a game. Thank you so much, lacrosse friends, for being with us here on Blue Squatch Productions. Lots more to come as we head towards the playoffs. Terrific night. See you all very soon. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Blue Squatch, and we will see you soon.